Would you like to learn how to be better at handling criticism? Would you like to learn how to be more effective at offering feedback to others? I'm Reverend Dr. Brett Hawks. I was a senior pastor for 40 years, and now I'm the executive director of Rainbow Faith and Freedom. You know, often our awkwardness around giving and receiving feedback means that we handle it poorly. And sometimes that does damage to ourselves or does damage to other people. Or it also can knock us off track and can reinforce bad habits like not speaking up and sometimes letting our emotions become the issue instead of the message. So today I want to give you some tips about giving feedback in a more healthy way. And next week we'll have a session on receiving feedback in a more healthy way. So, giving feedback or criticism. When you need to give feedback to someone else, if that feedback could be labeled as criticism or maybe more mildly as input, it's important that you do it. It's important that we not hold off and not let it slide, not let things fester. You know, giving someone feedback can be a gift that we give to the other person. So in handling feedback, handling criticism, it's not about you venting. It's about you helping them to grow. Also, before we begin, it's really important to ask yourself this question. Does the situation really require you to give the feedback? Or is it about your need as opposed to the need to clarify or the need to help someone else to grow? So if you're going to go ahead with it, great. The Bible says to speak the truth in love. So that means both sides of this equation are important. That we need to speak the truth. We need to be able to share our perspective. But we need to do it lovingly. The Bible also says that the tongue can be a two-edged sword, which means what you say, you can say it in a way that can either tear down or build up. So here are some ideas. Number one, quote from Timothy J. Keller. Love without honesty is sentimentality. You know, there are times when we need to be really honest. But honesty, he continues, without love is brutality. So, love without honesty is sentimentality, but honesty without love is brutality. We need to be honest, but we need to make sure that we do it lovingly. You know, we've all known people who would say frequently, I just tell it like it is. And they may, and what they say may be truthful, but the way they do it can be really cutting, and the way that they offer it can get in the way of the truth being heard. So that was the first hint. Be loving in offering the feedback or the criticism. The second is called the sandwich method. And that is you begin when you're talking with the person to give them some positive feedback about how they approach things or even the positive feedback that they raise things, etc. Then express your concern and then end with complimenting them about themselves, about that they're a good person, that you know they're a good person, that normally they handle things really, really well. Something that they can end on that makes them feel good about who they are. Thirdly, I like using the I'm confused language. Now, often I am, but using the I'm confused language really makes it more possible for for someone to hear what it is you're offering to them. So, for instance, I'm confused about the other day when you said, can you explain to me what that was about or where that was coming from? And that, again, takes the edge off. And then, fourthly, the Bible says to look at the log in your own eye before you criticize the speck in someone else's eye. So that really speaks to us that we need to be working on our own stuff, that we're doing things the right way, and that gives us more credibility than when we have to raise things with others. So I hope this helps, and I hope you come back next week as we take a look at the issue of receiving criticism or feedback in a healthy way. So if you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends. And if you would like it, we hope that you would subscribe to our channel because it really helps. And if you click the little bell beside the subscribe button, then you'll be able to get a notice whenever we post another video. Thank you.